The Grants Pass mayor broke a tie vote about extending the time allowed for homeless people to camp.
And we're continuing our coverage this morning on the investigation launched into one of the board members for the Medford School District.
Watching out for you. This is NewsWatch 12 this morning.
Good morning at 6 a.m. on Thursday, August 29th. Welcome to NewsWatch 12 this morning. I'm Damon Alvarado.
And I'm Brinkley Hill. Let's check in with our current temperatures around the region right now. It's a little bit above average this morning, but still going to be feeling really cool.
Yeah, we're looking at some cooler temps throughout the day, but as you head into the afternoon hours and later today, you're going to see triple digits in Medford and Grants Pass and Wairika flirting with those as well. So it's going to be hot, dry. It's going to be a clear day today, so that sun could also make sure to throw on that sunscreen because it's going to be pretty warm out. Klamath Falls 89, Lakeview 88, but it does also present an opportunity if you want to go out for a hike today. If you're heading out this morning, it would probably be the best to do so nice in the 60s. And early afternoon, that's when things boost up to the 80s. And then when you're home for dinner, it's still going to be hot. So make sure if you're an athlete out there playing football, or if you have a summer sport you want to play, or if you just like heading out to do an outdoor workout, it's better to do it early because things are looking pretty hot today. And Grants Pass City Council is making changes to its public camping sites. Originally, the city said camping at these sites would only be allowed for up to 72 hours, and most sites only for 24 hours. And right now, we're checking in with Brinkley, and the city told NewsWatch 12 that these sites are temporary and have a small footprint. But now the city is trying to increase resources by passing two ordinances. Yeah,
Damien, right now there is no running water, shade, or benches set up at either of these camping locations. But last night in an 8-1 vote, the city passed an ordinance to add these improvements to the camps and invest in support for homeless camping. Now, councilors are working to coordinate with nonprofits to set up these services. The second motion last night resulted in a 4-4 tie. The mayor was the tie-breaking vote, passing the ordinance to allow camping at the sites for up to a week. NewsWatch 12's Leave Column went to Grants Pass and visited these two sites that are designated for public camping.
This special meeting comes 2 months after the U.S. Supreme Court ruled that a public camping ban in Grants Pass does not constitute cruel and unusual punishment. The city says these sites are a temporary fix, but are still working to add to them, including fencing adjacent to the site on J Street. The business owner next to the property said he struggled with security issues already.
Using our money to put it here, nobody wants this in their backyard. I get the humanitarian side of things, but they're asking us, they're making me be responsible for those people's bad decision making, and that's not fair.
J Street has a 96-hour limit for camping, but that could change after the meeting. Grants Pass also working to outline rules for allowing shade and bench access. Those two factors would be provided by nonprofits in the area. One group told me they're waiting for the city to make a plan before they start providing direct outreach at the sites.
We want to help find a solution that's going to help everybody, right, and support in that. We think that the city is moving in the right direction, but this is a temporary solution.
Mayor Bristol said last night that city lawyers are working with opposing attorneys from their Supreme Court case to drop the pending injunction against the city. Grants Pass Police Chief Warren Hensman says that once that injunction is dropped, campers will not be allowed to put camping materials in any location other than the designated areas.
I think that this is the best decision for both the complainant and the board member.
This morning, there have been rumors that the Medford School Board investigation is related to the reassignment of South Medford High School Resource Officer Josh Stoney. NewsWatch 12 did reach out to the school district directly to ask if the board member investigation had anything to do with Officer Stoney's reassignment. And when asked about the school resource officer as an advocate for student and campus safety being reassigned back to patrol, the district told us SRO Josh Stoney was not transferred due to a conversation with a board member as alleged. The transfer was due to an accumulation of concerns with regard to the MSDS RO standards and expectations. We also asked about reports of the investigation having ties to a student with a gun at school. Without expulsion or consequences, the district said any student found with a firearm on an MSD campus or at an MSD event is expelled for at least 1 year per board policy and state law. We have never violated this policy. The ways in which students are returned to campus depend on the situation. We're continuing our coverage on the Medford School District's investigation as they investigate one of those board members. They voted to launch an independent investigation regarding a written complaint alleging improper conduct by the board member, and the member was not named during the meeting, and no board member argued why the complaint should not be referred for an investigation. As board members voted, Lilia Cabrera abstained, and Michael Williams was the only no vote.
Under our crime watch, Josephine County arson suspect was arrested across the country in Connecticut late Tuesday morning. 40-year-old Robert Parley was spotted walking along Route 20 in Windsor Locks. Connecticut State Police spoke with him and discovered that he had an active arrest warrant from Josephine County Sheriff's Office. Parley was taken into custody and is being held on a $500,000 bail.
Looking ahead, the Oregon Department of Justice is reminding Oregonians that the state's new ban on ghost guns goes into effect on September 1st. Last year, the Oregon legislature passed House Bill 2005 banning ghost guns. It refers to firearms that do not include a serial number and are home built or assembled using parts purchased separately. Often bought online, ghost guns parts can be assembled privately using components that do not require a background check. Moving into a money alert this morning, the U.S. Department of Transportation is awarding Klamath Community College funding to grow their commercial driver's license program. Klamath Community College is receiving $135,000 in funding, and the award for the community college is expected to help produce at least 23 student drivers in its CDL program. The CDL is needed for operating large vehicles, including semi-trucks and buses.
Pacific Powers Foundation is awarding more than $200,000 in grants to support education in STEM programs. The grants are going to nonprofits and community organizations across Oregon, Washington, and California. Organizations in Jackson, Josephine, Klamath Lake, and Siskiyou counties are getting this funding. Now, a full list of the organizations getting those funds can be found on our website, kdrv.com. Under our fire watch this morning, a Cave Junction fire is now under investigation. Take a look at these pictures. Multiple fire crews were a part of the aggressive first attack on this grass fire southwest of Cave Junction. The Oregon Department of Forestry said that some firefighters hiked to this fire with a helicopter being deployed as well. ODF said they were able to get the fire under control and cancel a second helicopter.
This morning, only on 12, you can wake up and win 4 tickets to the Seven Feathers Fall Classic Rodeo. All you have to do is watch NewsWatch 12 this morning between 6:45 and 7 a.m. to spot a code word, and you go ahead and head to our website, kdrv.com, to enter that code word for your chance to win those 4 free tickets for the September 21st and 22nd.